I am the Operations Performance Administrator, the executive that oversees asset management, data management. I'm actually the Chief Data Officer myself too, and I have data analytics underneath me. And along with that, I have business processes. So we have three main programs, and they all intertwine. We have people that work out in the various business lines that do the day-to-day in their area of asset management, and they're their business line POCs for asset management and experts. So we're now able to start bringing them in a little bit more into the data arena, and with that, processes. Because good processes make good data makes good they go hand in hand. And we are actually revising our data strategy with our new, we have, the reinvigoration with our new organization. We're working with our governance team to look at and revise. And actually at the same time that DOE, the bigger agency or big parent agency is finalizing theirs. I don't think they published it yet. It is still in the review processes of their data strategy, and we're looking at for alignment. And we have principles. One of them is treating data as an asset. And we were just having that conversation yesterday of the difference between asset data and treating data as an asset. Of course, two different things. And what does that mean to us as an organization, and how that folds into our strategy? We have goals. We have 4 goals, and we have objectives and sub-objectives. And right now, we're not 100% done with that strategy. We're right into rolling out actually establishing the roadmaps that we can then do our work plans for this year on. We're running a little bit shy on it, but we didn't want to be too fast through it. We needed to make sure that we get enough input at various levels of the organization to increase our success of it all. Because it really is, and with that, in our goals, we're looking at increasing, getting more robust with our data acumen and data literacy in the organization, throughout the organization, not just in asset management. And we're also looking at our data quality, which would feed into data catalogs, enterprise data dictionaries, enterprise data business glossaries. That would be, so we're using the same terms, which is important in the asset management arena, but in everything that we do with operations. And asset management is part of most things that we do. And then we've got areas of improvements of interoperability of our systems. So when you start talking about the digital twin and getting into that, you've got to talk about what your systems are. You API to API. Do you have interoperability of your systems, so that you can have whatever you decide as an agency, whether or not it's to have some sort of source of record, source of truth, the digital twin, whatever it is, it's important to make sure that you have the appropriate interoperability of your systems, and the rationalization of the systems, so optimal number of systems, and then the storage, so the appropriate number of systems. Do you have a data lake house, or how do you go from a data swamp to a lake house kind of scenario of things, and what does that mean to us, and how we're doing that? So we're putting together a strategy, and it's going to be, it's based upon, with all these strategies, they're based upon your maturity at the moment. And you have a 5 years, ours is a 4 to 5 year strategy. We're still working that out. It's in alignment with our strategic plan, and we've got to build on it. It's going to be an evolutionary. It's more like, even though it's only for 5 years, it's a long-term plan. This is just the first pass or the second pass, but the first pass of this particular one, and it allows us to see where we go, what our vision is for that first 5 years, and then we have a different lens that we look through. Our frame of reference is different, because in theory our maturity is better. And then we can still work in all of those areas, but from a different level, and get it to a higher level of maturity.